Hi everybody, welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. We are going to be doing a flow today. So we're going to begin to move breath with movement. So that's what the term vinyasa means, is with every movement there's a breath to it. So it's inhale this, exhale that, and that really helps us stay present on the mat. Also begins to build heat within ourselves. So it adds a little bit of rhythmic flow to your movement, and it's just a nice way to keep breathing, stay present, move your body, and maybe even sweat a little bit. So we're going to be going through kind of a full body, a little bit of strengthening, but mostly flow class. We're even going to attempt a tripod headstand sort of deal kind of before we stretch, so that'll kind of be our peak posture. So please, it's just yoga, it's not serious. If anything, I just consider that a little bit of yogi playtime, where you just kind of see, hey, I wonder how this would go, and kind of go from there. So I encourage you to be open-minded about it, but again, kind of some twisty, nice, beautiful breathing flow for class today. If you want to put on some music, please do. I've got a playlist that I've made to correspond with this class down in the description box below. Otherwise, thank you again so much for being here. Please let me know what you thought of class, and let's go ahead and start flowing. All right, everybody, we're going to meet in an easy seat. So come to your mat and just take a comfortable seated position, whatever that means for you. And you can either place your palms facing up to receive energy, or you can place your palms facing down to ground. So however that feels for you today, yogi's choice. Today it feels good for me to place my palms facing down. But again, whatever kind of feels right in your body today. And take a moment to just close your eyes and center in towards your heart. This is one of the most important parts of practice, using this easy seat as our transition from everyday to your practice. So allowing this to very consciously be that moment of letting go of anything that happened before this class, anything that you have to do afterwards, and really transitioning into your practice, into being here present on the earth, onto your mat, not only physically, but mentally and emotionally as well. All right, begin to feel breath moving in and out of your lungs, just becoming a little bit more aware of the coolness in your nose as you breathe in and the humidity as you breathe out. We're going to take a big inhale through your nose. Big open mouth exhale, let it go. Let's do that again. Big inhale through your nose. Open mouth exhale, let go of anything, any stagnant energy, anything in your body that will not serve you for the next 40 minutes. Now take a big inhale through your nose. Now this time place a constriction on the back of your throat. So you'll feel the muscles in the back of your throat tighten and make it an audible sound. So it's as if you're holding a seashell up to your ear. It's our oceanic breath. So this is our Ujjayi breathing, Ujjayi pranayama. And this is our breath of victory. It's a very purposeful breath. It's loud enough for if you were to have a neighbor next to you, for them to hear you. And it's just a way for us to focus on our breathing throughout class today. It helps keep us present and build heat throughout the body. Bring your palms to heart center, keep with your Ujjayi breathing, and just take a minute to create an intention for class today. So something that brought you to your mat today, something that you would like to cultivate, a person, a feeling, anything you would like to dedicate your practice to keep you moving throughout class today. Take a big inhale through your nose. Open mouth exhale, manifest it out to your practice. All right, come meet me in a tabletop position. So stack your shoulders over your wrists, your hips over your knees. Commit to a long spine. Feel energy reaching out through the crown of your head. Inhale, cow pose. Drop your belly, gaze up towards to where the wall and the ceiling meet. Exhale, cat, press the ground away from you. Tuck your chin into your chest. Inhale, cow, drop your belly, shine your collarbones forward. Exhale, cat, tuck your belly button into your spine. Really feel the space between your collarbones, or sorry, your shoulder blades widen. Couple more with breath here. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat. Of course, any other movement here that feels good. We all have different spines, different reasons or things that feel good than the other. Just kind of move through breath to movement. That's the term Vinyasa, as I spoke about earlier. All right, we're going to thread the needle. Inhale, reach your right fingertips up towards the earth. Roll your wrist out. This should feel good after all those cat-cows. And exhale, thread the needle. Thread your right hand underneath your left shoulder. Option to leave your left palm where it is, or option to reach it up towards the top of your mat, or option for a bind to wrap your fingertips underneath your right hip crease. Now today it feels really good in my body to reach my fingertips forward and press my left shoulder towards the earth. But of course, there is no right or wrong way to do yoga. Of course, what feels good in my shoulders is going to be different what feels good in yours. So honor your body, do what feels good for you. All right, bring your left palm to the earth. Inhale, reach your right fingertips high. Exhale, place your right palm. Other side, inhale, reach your left fingertips high, roll your wrist out, and exhale, thread the needle on the other side, bring your left fingertips down. Again, option to leave that right palm where it is, option to reach that right palm up towards the top of the mat, or option to bring your fingertips to the bind, grab that left thigh with your right hand. Just make sure you do whatever you did on the other side, so that you stay even on your body bilaterally. How's your Ujjayi breathing? Keep that constriction in your throat. Stay present. Really stay committed to that breath. Bring your right fingertips back to your face. Inhale, reach your left toes high. Exhale, come back to your tabletop. Inhale, tuck your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips back to your inverted V shape. Now take any movement here that feels good. Maybe you bend one knee, bend the other. Maybe this is your first time upside down today. So really be easy on yourself. Bend your knees. Feel the backs of your legs warming up. Of course, this does begin to be home base, but take it easy on yourself for your first down dog. Inhale, gaze to the top of your space. Exhale, ragdoll pose. Slowly tiptoe your feet to behind your wrists and hang heavy over your thighs. So bend your knees a lot here. This is so much more of a release of your low back rather than any kind of hamstring stretch. So really hang heavy, grab opposite elbows, shake your head no, shake your head yes to end on a high note. Grab the opposite elbow for some equilibrium in your body. Hang your head heavy like a coconut off a palm tree. Of course, always option as well to interlace your fingers behind your back. Just keep your neck nice and loose. Release. Bring your fingertips down to the earth. Toe heel your feet to touch. And slowly come up to rise. Vertebra by vertebra. The crown of your head is the last to come up. Inhale, bring your shoulders up towards your ears. Exhale, slide your shoulder blades down your back. Close your eyes. Bring your palms to heart center. Samasthiti, standing at attention. Close your eyes. Take a minute to reconnect with your intention, the intention that you set at the beginning of class. Allow it to fuel you as we begin to flow. Inhale, mountain pose. Reach your fingertips up towards the earth and breathe. Rotate your pinky finger in towards your midline. Now, how can you make this a conscious posture? So rather than just standing up, can you really press down on all four corners of your feet? Inhale. Exhale, baby back bend. Press your hips forward. Slight bend in your upper back. Keep breathing. So strong. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold hands through heart center. Hinge at your hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Place your palms on either your shins or your thighs and breathe. So the most important thing here is that your spine stays long. So keep your weight in your toes and bend your knees as much as you need to here. Inhale. Exhale, high plank. Plant your palms to the top of your space. Step your feet back to the top of a push-up. Press the ground away from you. Round through your upper back. Keep your hips in line. No kind of sinking into your shoulder blades. Stay pressed. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, low plank, bend your elbows to 90 degrees. Keep your spine in the same plank position. Your elbows shave your side body. Inhale, upward facing dog. Come to the shoelace sides of your feet. Shine your chest forward. Engage your quadriceps. Your knees are off of the mat here. Option to gaze up a little bit. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips back. Big inhale through your nose. Big open mouth exhale. We are going to start to move one breath to one movement with our Sun A here. Inhale, gaze to the top of your space. Exhale, travel to the top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose, root to rise. Exhale, baby back bend, cactus your arms, press your hips forward. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold, wash over your thighs. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, high to low plank, plant your palms, step your feet back, flow through your chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Keep breathing one more time. Inhale, gaze to the top of your space. Exhale, travel to the top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift, pinch your shoulder blades. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Come up. Exhale, baby back bend, your biggest one yet. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe. Inhale, halfway lift. Lengthen. Exhale, high to low plank. Plant your palms. Flow through your high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Stretch through your front side of your body. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big inhale through your nose. Big open mouth. Exhale, moving on. Inhale through your nose. Seal your lips. Ujjayi. Exhale out of your nose. Keep up with your breathing. Inhale, gaze to the top of your space. Exhale, travel to the top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Listen for the change here. Inhale, chair pose. Sit low as if you're sitting in a chair. Reach your arms up by your ears and breathe. So if this is really uncomfortable in your shoulders here, option to reach your arms forward or place your palms at heart center. Take a quick peek down at your toes. If you can't see all 10, send your hips more towards your heels. So keep all your weight in your heels. Keep your hips back. Sink deeper in your chair. Keep your belly button tucked into your spine. Inhale. Exhale, place your palms at heart center. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, easy twist to the right. So keep your legs as they are. Just a slight movement in your torso as you gaze over to the right. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, easy twist to the left so your lower body stays exactly how it is. It's just a simple twist in your torso. Inhale, come back through center, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, reset. Exhale, high to low plank, plant your palms, flow through. Of course, always remember you can just hold a high plank here instead of going through your chaturanga and meet us in a really strong downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your right toes high. Exhale, knee to nose. Make that contact, squeeze your core. Inhale, right toes high. Exhale, low lunge. Slowly step your right foot between your hands. Little to no weight in your hands. Maybe you come up onto your fingertips. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Squeeze your inner thighs in towards each other. Stack your shoulders over your hips. Reach your arms up to the sky and breathe. Now make sure your hips are square here. Sometimes it helps to put your hands on your hips for a moment to really bring that left hip in line with your right. Option to place a micro bend in your back knee to allow that to happen. Inhale. Exhale, easy twist to the right. Lots of twisting here. Reach your right arm back behind you, your left arm forward. Option to keep your arm straight or place a micro bend. Sometimes a bend in the elbows helps facilitate more of a twist. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Big movement here. So your back heel down to the earth. Reach your arms out to a T and breathe. Option to gaze over that front middle finger. Inhale, reach towards the front of the mat. Exhale, extended side angle. Tick-tock your arms to 6 and 12. Option to rest that right forearm on your right thigh. Option to gaze up. Either way, it's not a reach down towards the ground. It's a lift. Your obliques are working to hold your upper body up. Inhale, reverse warrior. Slide your back arm down your back leg. Reach your right arm up to the sky and breathe. Little to no weight in that back hand. Option for a bind. Place that left arm behind your low back. Otherwise, gaze up. Keep your shoulders and ribs square to the front. Inhale. Exhale, high to low plank, flow through. Option to float that right leg here. This is Ekapada, which means one leg or one foot in Sanskrit. It just challenges you to flow through just on one leg if you're looking for an added challenge. Otherwise, just flow through your normal chaturanga. Other side, inhale, reach your left toes high. Exhale, knee to nose crunch. Inhale, left toes high. Exhale, low lunge, step your foot between your hands. Again, find your low lunge. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Keep your lower body as it is. Stack your shoulders over your hips. Reach your arms up to the sky and breathe. Again, if it helps to place your palms on your hips and really press that right hip in line with your left, placing a micro bend in that right knee, please do so. If you feel like your ribs are splaying open, picture your ribs being zipped in towards each other. Tuck your belly button into your spine. Inhale. Exhale, easy twist to the left. Send your left hand back behind you. Right arm comes forward. Again, option to place that micro bend in your elbows to facilitate a twist. Option to gaze back towards your back hand. Stay strong and rooted through your lower body. Inhale, come back to high crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two, open up to the side wall, so your back heel down to the earth, reach your arms out to a T. Again, option to gaze over that front middle finger, keep your left knee stuck directly on top of your left ankle. Inhale, reach towards the front of the mat. Exhale, extended side angle, tuck your arms to 6 and 12. Same options on this side, option to place that left arm onto your left thigh for added stability. Otherwise, gaze up. If anything, you're slightly using the back of your left arm and hand to lift and rotate the torso up towards the sky. Inhale, reverse warrior. Reach our left arm up towards the sky and breathe. Same options with your bottom arm. This is more of a side body stretch rather than a back bend. Recommit to the 90-degree bend in your front knee. Inhale. Exhale, high to low plank, cover your arms down to the earth. Again, option for that Ekapada, floating that left leg. Inhale, upward facing dog, both feet come to the earth. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big inhale through your nose. Big open mouth. Exhale, let it go. All right, we're going to flow through one breath to one movement, moving through our Vinyasa practice, building heat. Let's re-engage our Ujjayi breath in through your nose. Ujjayi, exhale out of your nose. Let's flow. Inhale, gaze to the top of your space. Exhale, travel to the top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, sit low, reach high. Exhale, place your palms to heart center. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, easy twist to the right. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, easy twist to the left. Inhale, come through center, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold, release the crown of your head. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank, plant your palms, flow through your high to low plank, always remembering you can just hold a strong high plank and meet us in downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your right toes high. Exhale, knee to nose squeeze. Inhale, right toes high. Exhale, low lunge, step your foot between your hands. Inhale, high crescent lunge, reach our arms up. Exhale, easy twist to the right. Option to gaze back. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two, open up to the side wall. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, extended side angle, tuck your arms. Inhale, reverse warrior, fan your ribs open. Exhale, high to low plank, cover your arms down to the earth. Flow through your high to low plank with or without lifting that opposite leg. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Other side. Inhale, reach your left toes high. Exhale, knee to nose. Engage that core. Inhale, left toes high. Exhale, low lunge. Slowly with control, step your foot down. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, easy twist. Left arm comes back. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Open up, gaze forward. Inhale, reach. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Really feel the space between your ribs. Expand. Exhale, high to low plank. Plant your palms. Flow through your high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful flow. Big inhale through your nose. Big open mouth. Exhale, send it out. So strong, everybody. We are going to move on. Keep breathing. Inhale, gaze to the top of your space. Exhale, travel to the top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, sit low, reach high. You've been here before. Keep your weight in your heels. Re-engage your Ujjayi breathing. Recommit to your intention. Inhale. Exhale, place your palms to heart center. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, prayer twist to the right. So you're going to hook the outer edge of your left elbow to the outer edge of your right thigh. Push through your palms to twist. Everyone take a quick peek down at your knees. A lot of times the left knee likes to really creep up. So keep your left hip, send it back so your knees are in a nice, beautiful long line. So strong. With every inhale you lengthen. With every exhale you push through your palms to twist. Now gaze down towards your toes and start to put more and more weight into your right foot. Slowly reach your left heel towards your glute and step your foot back all the way into a revolved crescent lunge. So it's a big movement here. If you fall out of it, that's perfectly fine. Just meet me in a revolved crescent lunge. So your arms are the same. Your left elbow's still on the outside of that right thigh. Option to come down to your bottom knee here to facilitate more of a twist rather than any sort of balance challenge. Option to gaze up over your right shoulder. Every inhale you lengthen. Exhale, push through your palms to twist. Last inhale. Exhale, runner's lunge. Toe heel your right foot to the outer edge of your mat. Option to come down to that back knee. Option to come down to your elbows if that's accessible to you. Option to place a pillow or something else that you can put underneath your elbows to bring the ground closer to you. Whatever this looks like to you, just release your head down. Now I challenge you to stay breathing in your Ujjayi breath. So even though we're in a static posture here and taking a breather, how can you maintain presence and purpose by continuing to breathe in through your nose? Constrict the back of your throat. Exhale out of your nose. All right, come to your fingertips. Walk your right foot to the center of your mat and walk your hips back to a half split. So your hips are in line with your left knee and you're releasing over your thigh. A little bit of a hamstring stretch here. Keep your right toes flexed towards your face. It does not matter what this looks like for you, just lengthening through the back of your right leg. Walk your fingertips forward, inhale, come to a low lunge. Now exhale, side plank, ground through your left palm, bring your right foot back to meet your left, come to the outer edge of your left foot. Option to come down to that left knee for added stability. Otherwise, use your obliques to rainbow your hips up towards the sky. Inhale, bring them up towards the sky 1 more inch. Exhale, high to low plank, plant that right palm. Either meet us in downward facing dog or flow through your high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. So strong, everybody. You guys got this. Other side, keep with your Ujjayi breath. You got this. Inhale, gaze to the top of your space. Exhale, travel to the top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, sit low, reach high. Again, you have been here. This would be muscle memory by now. Inhale. Exhale, bring your palms to heart center. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, prayer twist to the right. So bring your right elbow to the outer edge of your left thigh and push through your palms to twist. Again, take a peek down at your knees. Did your right knee come way forward? If so, send your right hip back. Option to gaze over your left shoulder for an added balance challenge. Otherwise, just continue to squeeze your inner thighs in towards each other. Focus on your breathing. Now take a look down towards your feet. Place more and more weight into your right foot, or left foot this time, excuse me. Your right heel slowly begins to creep up towards your glute. And slowly, as if you're moving through molasses, stay balanced on your right toes. You reach your right foot back to come to your revolved crescent lunge. Again, if this is too big of a movement, it's something that's not easy. It's something that we often need to work towards. That's perfectly fine. Wherever you are at, either keep giving it a go or meet me in your revolved crescent lunge. Option to come again down to that right knee for added stability. Otherwise, squeeze your inner thighs in towards each other. Option to open up your arms or continue to use the energy through your palms to push and twist. Bring those organs out. Inhale. Exhale, runner's lunge. Again, walk that left foot, toe heel it out to the edge of your mat. If you came down to your elbows or your knee on the other side, come to the same variation here. Again, hang your head heavy. Recommit with your intention. Remind yourself why you came here. And how are your thoughts? Hopefully they're telling you So far, you have been doing such a beautiful flow. I am breathing. I am connecting to my body. I am getting out of my head. This feels so good right now. My body does so much for me. I'm going to keep working it. All right. Come back to your palms, toe heel your foot back to your midline, and slowly walk your fingertips back to your half split. Again, flex your left toes towards your face. This side might look a little different. That's perfectly fine. No competition for whose chest is on the thigh. We're all different. Just stretching through your left hamstring. Continuing to breathe. Big inhale. Big exhale. Inhale, slowly walk your fingertips back up. Come to your low lunge. Exhale, side plank, ground through your right palm. Bring your left toes to meet your right. Option to do the same variation on the other side. Keep your obliques engaged. You got this. Maybe you give yourself a smile here. You are so strong. Inhale, lift your hips 1 inch higher. Exhale, move through your chaturanga, flow through your high to low plank. Make this count. Inhale, upward facing dog. You get a breather after this. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big inhale through your nose. Big open mouth. Exhale, breathe. Let all of that go. One more inhale. For you, big open mouth. Exhale. All right, come to your knees, towel off, grab some water. Yay! Amazing work, everybody. Beautiful flow. We're going to work through our tripod here, our peak posture. So many options. So, of course, if you are like, inversions are not in the cards for me today, beautiful. Keep breathing, keep drinking your water, come to a child's pose, relax, breathe. I love it. If you want to come into your tripod, I encourage you to give it a go for some yogi playtime. So bring your palms to the earth and bring the crown of your head onto the mat. So the very, very tippy top of your head. Lift your knees off of the earth and slowly begin to walk your toes closer towards your hands. Readjust as you need. Slowly begin to lift one set of toes off of the earth. Maybe you can press that knee onto your tricep. Maybe you can press the other knee onto your tricep. Maybe you're in your tripod. Yay! If you feel super strong in your tripod, maybe you work on lifting one set of toes all the way up to the sky and the other set, and now you're in a headstand. Say, what? I love it. Otherwise, if you've just got your knees on your triceps, that is perfectly fine. Guess what? You're still in an inversion. That's amazing. If you are in that space, maybe we work on some drills. So engage your core and just lift your knees 1 to 2 inches off of your triceps and bring them back down. Lift your knees up off your triceps and bring them back down. So little core drills. Sometimes just doing this for a couple of days helps get the muscle memory, and then maybe you reach it all the way up to your tripod. Headstand. Whenever you are done playing, give yourself a round of applause for giving it a go. Nice work. If you want to keep playing, you are more than welcome to pause the video if that felt good and you want to keep moving. That is amazing. Otherwise, if you are ready to move on, take another sip of water, take whatever you need, and meet me back in a downward facing dog. Big inhale through your nose. Open mouth, exhale, reset, inhale through your nose. Ujjayi, exhale, keep your lips sealed, exhale. Inhale, reach your right toes high. Exhale, half pigeon on the right. So bring your right knee to your right wrist. Work your shin forward. Send your left leg out long behind you. Take a look back. Make sure your foot isn't sickled. Keep it in line with your leg. Inhale, puff up your chest. Exhale, slowly begin to crawl your fingertips forward for sleeping half pigeon. Now, if you're able to get your elbows or your forehead onto the earth, that is great. Of course, always an option to grab a pillow or something to place underneath your hip, your right hip, or your elbows. And I would love for you to just reflect for a minute on your tripod yogi playtime. Maybe that was the best tripod of your life. Maybe it was your worst. Maybe it was your first. Maybe it was just something that you decided to give a go. Whatever it was, good or bad, take a minute to just acknowledge that and let it go. It does not matter. That's why we call yoga a practice. It is a work in progress. Just give yourself some gratitude for being open-minded, trying something new, and challenging yourself today. It's just yoga. All right, bring your fingertips back towards your hips. Inhale, three-legged dog, send your right foot up. Exhale, open up your hips. So bend your knee, send your toes towards the left. Now, option to hang out here. This should feel really good opening up your hip. Or option 4, to flip your dog or into wild thing. Move your right toes onto the earth back behind you. Reach your right fingertips back up overhead. Big stretch in the front line of your body. Ground through your left toes, your left palm. So strong. Inhale. Exhale, meet me back in a downward facing dog wherever you are. Other side, inhale, reach your left toes high. Exhale, half pigeon on the left. So bring your left knee to your left wrist, work your shin forward, send your right leg out long. Make sure your toes are in line with your leg. Inhale, crack your heart through your ribs. Exhale, option for sleeping half pigeon, work your fingertips forward. Now this side might feel different than the other. So just know that that's perfectly fine. Our hips are not always twins, sisters, distant cousins. So no judgment here. Give yourself some slack if this side feels different. Maybe this side feels more open. That's totally fine. Option again to place anything underneath your elbows or your hip. This is hard to achieve. That's totally fine. We keep a lot of energy and emotion stored in the hips. So no judgment. Cut yourself some slack. Just continue to focus on your breathing. Again, we're here in a static posture, starting to wind down, but keep your breath purposeful in through your nose. Ujjayi, exhale out of your nose. Walk your fingertips up towards your hips. Inhale. Reach your right heel up, left heel up. Exhale, open up your hips. Now again, option to hang out here or option to move into your wild thing. So place all your weight into your right palm, flip over, bring your left toes down to the earth, ground through your right big toe, and reach your left arm back overhead. Big stretch in the front line of your body. So strong, everybody. You're keeping the hips nice and open. Inhale, come back through center, reach your left heel up. Exhale, downward facing dog, your last down dog of class. Feel how much juicier it feels than your first. Inhale, shift your shoulders up over your wrists, high plank. Exhale, slowly with control, slowly come down to your belly. Keep your ribs shaved to your side, or your elbows shaved to your ribs. Now keep your hands where they are by your ribs. Inhale, baby cobra. So little to no weight in your hands. Lift rib by rib. Peel your upper body off of the earth. So the tops of your toes are pressing onto the earth. This is just a slight movement in your upper body. Inhale, 1 inch higher. Exhale, place your left cheek onto the mat. Bring your arms by your sides, palms face up for reverse shavasana. Maybe you wiggle out your hips a little bit. Just a couple of easy back bends here. Continue to breathe. Bring your chin back into center. Now option for another baby cobra, so to repeat what we just did, or else for a little bit more of a challenge, interlace your fingers behind your tailbone. Inhale, locust, squeeze your shoulders in towards each other. Lift your chest off of the earth. Lift your toes off of the earth. So everything's squeezing, squeezing, squeezing. Toes, legs, thighs. Inhale, 1 inch higher. Exhale, place your right cheek onto the mat. So other side, reverse shavasana. Option to windshield wiper your heels side to side. This really helps release the low back after all the work we've been doing. Bring your palms back to your ribs and come to your knees. Swivel your feet around. Meet me in a seated forward fold. So your heels are going to come towards the front of the mat. Option to keep your legs straight for a hamstring stretch or bend your knees. Inhale, reach towards the sky. Exhale, release over your thighs. So wherever you are, flex your toes towards your face. Now bending your knees helps release your low back. So it's really important in yoga that with any posture that you do, you're doing a counter posture. So we just did some back bends on our bellies. So keeping your knees bent helps release and counteract by bringing the back, moving in the other direction. But of course, if you want to stretch your hamstrings, option to keep your legs straight. Work the backs of your legs in that way. We've really kind of warmed up the back of our legs here. Big inhale. Big exhale. All right, now last bit of core work here. We're gonna come down to our belly, our back, reach forward. Slowly with control, vertebra by vertebra, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down to your back, bend your knees. Bring your heels close to your glutes, so much so that you can tickle the backs of your heels with your fingertips. Now inhale, bridge pose. Press through your heels, lift your hips up towards the sky. Option to interlace your fingers behind your sacrum here and shovel your shoulder blades underneath your chest for a chest expansion in addition to the bridge. Keep space between your chin and your chest. Pretend as if there's an orange there. Keep breathing as you hold through your back bend. Inhale, squeeze your hips, lift them 1 inch higher. Exhale, slowly with control, release the bind. Worm your back down towards the earth, vertebra by vertebra. Slowly release your sacrum to the earth. Here's your counter posture here, Supta Baddha Konasana. The soles of your feet touch, your knees splay out wide like a butterfly. Now place your right palm on your belly, your left palm on your heart. Close your eyes. Connect with yourself for a moment. I can really feel my heart beating underneath my palm here. Remember that slowing down your breath slows down your heart. Begin to slow things down here, knowing that you can use this tool at any point off your mat. If you feel anxious or overwhelmed, you can always just connect with yourself. Place your palm, feel your heart beating, slow your breath down. The power of that automatically slows your heart down. And that's a conscious effort that you can make. Bring your palms to the outer edges of your thighs. Close your knees like a book. Bring them in. Rock side to side a little. Give yourself a little bit of a low back massage. We're just going to do an easy twist, easy side body stretch. So just send your hips over to the right, but drop your knees over to the left. Both knees here. T or cactus, your arms gaze over your right shoulder. Keep your eyes closed. Feeling the twist of your torso. Take a minute to give yourself some gratitude for spending 40 minutes entirely on yourself. Breathing, being present, moving meditation, putting yourself first. Bring your knees into center, other side, so shift your hips to the left, drop your knees to the right, and gaze over your left shoulder. Option to T or cactus your arms. Close your eyes and keep breathing. Gratitude for prioritizing yourself, your health, not only physical health, of course, but mental, emotional, spiritual well-being. Giving your body gratitude for all it can do for you, all the hard work it did today. Bring your knees into center. Come to happy baby. Grab the inner or outer arches of your feet. Rock side to side. Pull your knees in towards your armpits. Should feel really good opening up your hips, keeping your low back stamped onto the earth. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, bring your knees into center. Bring your forehead to your knees. Wrap your forearms around your shins. Squeeze every single muscle. Your biggest inhale of class. Squeeze. Exhale, Shavasana. Send your legs out long, your arms out wide. Take any little movements here that you need to take in order to completely surrender. Release your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Release your muscles from your bones. Please spend at least 2 minutes in Shavasana here. Otherwise, thank you so much for practicing with me today. Namaste.